No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station. Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Blue corner.
You chose the right station. Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Weighing in at a slim trio 195 pounds. Hailing from Memphis, Tennessee. He is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world. Stand to your feet and acknowledge him, the Black Nature Boy, Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Oh my God! One more time for the people in the back of that thing.
Nation.
How y'all doing this afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it? Welcome to Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. I am your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation is brought to you by Snap Pick Productions. We have a YouTube channel that we upload everything to, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Also, we got the YouTube channel. We have the page solely dedicated to the show. Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. This page, IG _ Mr. Cowboy Nation. We're on TikTok too, Mr. Cowboy Nation. So wherever you want to keep up with us, it's cool. Cash App donations. You're gonna see the producer put the Cash App tag down there if you want to. Big thing, what it do, man? Got a Niner fan in here. So you gonna see the Cash App tag down here at the bottom. Whatever you want to send this way to help us support us financially is greatly welcome and greatly appreciated as well, and greatly needed. That's about it. So we are available wherever you get your podcasts. My personal favorite being Spotify. Like, so when you go on there, you search Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Now, that with Mr. Cowboy Nation is very important because there are a lot of Let's Talk Footballs, but there's only one Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Can you dig that? Yep. All right, so no petty segment. We're gonna throw a curveball, right? So I got some stuff we got some ground to cover, y'all. So I ain't gonna troll nobody this episode, but I will give you a quick little rundown where we headed, before we get to get a word from my sponsor. So we will be talking about Shedeur Sanders. Was he totally innocent and what happened? Shannon Sharpe, we for sure got to talk about Shannon Sharpe, bro. Like, I really try to stay out of people's personal business, but yeah, like he really is at this point. He's leaving us no choice, right? So we're gonna talk about Shannon Sharpe. I'm gonna give my thoughts on the draft, and of course, I got to do State of the Cowboys, man, because there's been a lot of heat coming off that couch. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So State of the Cowboys. Let me get on out of here. So we're gonna get a word from our sponsor, and we be right on back.
Introducing SnapX Podcast Network. Give your voice a platform through podcasting. If you're thinking about starting a podcast or already have one, let us help you. Contact us when you're ready at www.snapxpodcast.com. That's www.snapxpodcast.com. The SnapX Podcast Network.
All right. I'm trying to get my followers in here, y'all. There you go. I should have did this in the countdown. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. All right, cool. All right, so question of the day. The question of the day of this episode rather is, don't worry about it. Should they ban the tush push? Now, the reason I'm asking this is because, the owners had decided to put this on the shelf, but the owners' meetings are coming back up and they're going to talk about it again, right? So that's been the question. Yeah, we definitely talking about the gorilla thing. Please believe that. We're going to get to the gorilla. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, the tush push. All right, so the owners are meeting back up again, right? So it's going to be, they're going to talk about basically whether they're going to let it stay or get rid of it or whatnot. All right, so let me start this takeoff by saying I hate the Philadelphia Eagles with every fiber being in my body, right? Absolutely hate them, right? Ever since they cheered Michael Irvin with a broke neck on him, I've been done with them. Yeah. Screw the Philadelphia Eagles as a team, a fan base, and an organization. Please believe that. That's how I feel about the Philadelphia Eagles, right? We never gonna be cool, ever, right? So that's how I feel about the Philadelphia Eagles. But I can't rock with y'all on banning the Tuss Push, bro. I can't. And that would give them, they'll wear that as a badge of honor. We came up with a play so dominating they had to stop it. I don't want that ban. I think we just need to, man up. You need to man up and figure out how to stop it. That's how I feel, right? So that's how I feel, man. So I don't want it banned. I hope they keep it. And I hope y'all try September 4th opening night, and I hope we stop y'all. That's what I hope. That's what I want. I don't want Philly fans having no excuse for what we about to do to them this upcoming season. I don't. So now let them keep it. Let them keep it. Let them keep it. And we gonna I don't want no excuses, man. Cause first thing they gonna say is, well, we couldn't do the tush push. We couldn't push Jalen by the booty. Right, I don't want no excuses. Let them keep it. Let them keep it, right? So, and I do think it's a little soft. Green Bay, shame on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's a little soft. So, in my opinion, let them keep it. It's a part of the game, man. It's not illegal, right? It is what it is. So, as y'all know, the draft just recently passed, right? So, y'all agree, my boy Rodney Beach. What it do, man? Rodney Beach in the building. Thad said facts. He agree. That's what's up, man. Yeah, so, all right, so let's talk about the draft. So, there are a couple of teams, and I'm gonna get into the Cowboys draft. I'm gonna say everything Cowboys for the end of the show. But I want to get into. I really didn't do no draft losers. I just had somebody I had a question about, right? But so my winners, to me, in my humble opinion, the Chicago. I really like what the Bears did. I do. I like what the Bears did. With Luther Burden III and their first round pick Colton Love, the tight end out of Michigan. Look, he a dog. Yeah, that boy, ooh. And I really think Luther Burden should have won the first round. I just knew Luther Burden was going to go in the first round, right? But for them to get Luther Burden in the second, man, Caleb got some weapons over there in Chicago, So he probably make him some more money to buy him some pretty new fingernail polish or whatnot, but. Well, I mean, he got weapons now, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what he come up with. Also, the Packers, man, like the Packers taking Matthew Golden and Savion Williams. They got two nice receivers to add to the receivers they already have, right? So I think the Packers gonna have to cut a good receiver. I think it ain't enough balls for all the receivers. So you make it, come preseason when they had to cut down to 53, the Packers may be the team to watch you trying to get your receiver because they're going to have to let a good one go. So, but I think they got a nice group of receivers. Nice group of receivers, especially with those two. You already had Watson, Reed, and Dobbs, right? And you add two more guys to that. So I think they're going to be all right, man. They're going to be all right receiving-wise. Now, the team I had a question about was the Cleveland Browns because what are y'all doing? Why y'all take Dylan Gabriel just to trade up and take Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round? What are we doing? Like I didn't understand it. Like, so if you knew you wanted Shedeur, who we gonna get to here in a minute, but if you knew you wanted Shedeur, why take Dylan Gabriel ahead of him? You know what I'm saying? Why take Dylan Gabriel ahead of him? Then you say, well, Philly finna take him. So we got to jump ahead. Like, what? You should have just took him whenever you took Dylan Gabriel, right? But this feeds into the conspiracy theories that it was collusion, sent from up top let's get well. Now I ain't gonna get into it. I gotta talk about this first. So, cause I'm gonna mess around and forget, and then I gotta get on this. All right, so let's go get into the topic. So I don't want to get ahead of the show. Shannon Sharpe, right? So I said, bro, what you got there? My boy Thad said it's just a modified quarterback sneak. Yeah, let him keep it and lose. Exactly. I want him to keep it and lose with it. But Shannon Sharpe, right? So let me say this about Shannon Sharpe before I say what I say. Cause I don't want my words to get twisted or, so professionally, I think Shannon Sharpe has paved the way for a new wave of guys, right? So Shannon has a heavy Southern accent. He's not your typical journalist. You know what I'm saying? But yet he's great at what he does. Very entertaining, right? So, I feel like he blazed the trail. So now, and I got a lot of respect for him professionally in his journalism career. I feel like he's excellent at it, and he found a way to be himself and be it. So, like, I really look up to him in that aspect. But bro, this about the second time we've been in your bedroom, man, and quite frankly, we seeing some stuff that's quite disturbing. Right? So we, man. So and like I said, I try to stay out of people's personal business. But damn, like you just inviting us in. You just inviting us in, right? So we all remember the live incident, Michelle, and we remember that. We were still slick traumatized from that, and now we get this lawsuit, right? And I can understand you being shook down. Shannon's making more money than he ever made in his life. He's making way more money now than he ever did playing in the NFL, right? It's because the contracts wasn't that big back then. So when he's seeing like real money now, so you can tell that this game a little new to him. Yeah, you can tell this game here a little new to him, right? Because, yeah, man, how you getting caught up with? I'm just gonna say this. You 56 years old, and when I first heard it, it was like, he's been accused of SA. I don't want to get flagged, right? And yada yada yada. So my initial thought was, man, they know that $100 million contract coming. Somebody trying to shake them down, right? Somebody trying to shake them down. And then he released a video letting us know what was going on. It was consensual. Yeah, classic Shannon Sharpe, stand-up guy, up front, honest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm riding with you on for sure. Because my initial thought was this is a shakedown. Yeah. So then when he came out, I said, yeah, okay, cool. I'm riding with you on. And then they released the age of the girl. Oh my. 20? What? I'm like, hold on, bro. So I'm 56. What we doing out here? 20? So that means she's 20 now, which means at the time of the alleged incident, she was younger than 20. Can you get where I'm going? Right? So, nah, bro. Like, I can't. Nah, I'm a little creeped out now. I'm creeped out again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. The live video, I was kind of slick cheering them on a little bit, right? But here, like, I can't rock with this one, bro. I got a 15-year-old daughter, man. I do. Like, seriously. Now, all jokes aside, I have a 15-year-old daughter, right? So, I'm thinking, man, this girl, 18, 19, some of this stuff is going on. My daughter's 15, right? So, and as a father, I have two daughters. So, as a father, I can't rock with this because I'm knowing good and well if my 19 or 20-year-old daughter bring a 56, he's older than me. And I'm your daddy, right? So you bring a 56-year-old man in my house or around me talking about this my boyfriend, and he stick his hand out to shake my hand. Oh my, you imagine how that would go? Like, so only thing I got for you is a shotgun barrel. You understand? You need to get the hell away from my daughter ASAP. Like, that's the only way that conversation going. Because what else you want with my daughter at 56 and she's 19, right? You understand? Like, what else is going on here? It's not, I can guarantee it's nothing I'm cool with. You understand? So so as a father, I can't rock with it, bro. I can't rock with it. But should he go to jail for it? Nah, because legally, they're two consenting adults. Now, is it creepy? Is it yes? Yes, but you know, you don't go to jail for being creepy if you don't cross the line. But I don't know, bro. Like, we kind of, it's like, damn, you call her soon she turned 18. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Like, so, but you know, to each his own. But exactly, my boy Thad said exactly. He older than me. Hey, so Barry, his parents say he shouldn't listen to Monique. Then Monique tried to tell him, like, and it's shout out to the aunties too, man. Shout out to the aunties. Auntie always gonna keep it a buck with you. Well, auntie always gonna keep it a buck with you. She gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You understand? And you can't get mad at it because you know it's coming from a place of love. Like, we all knew that was coming from a place of love, and we all knew she was telling the truth. Look, okay. So that seems to be, I just seem to be a common thing. So speaking of crashing out over younger women, since y'all brought it up, Bill Belichick just got engaged. Since y'all brought it up. So Bill Belichick is 75. And this nice young lady is 24, 25. Somebody please correct me in the comment section. 24, 25, right? It's about a 50. Yeah, it's rough. Little 50, about a 50-year age gap. So her dad can't be in the picture neither. But you got to get the hell away from here. I don't care how much money you got. But she, 25, she ain't got to listen to me. She'll probably say, screw him. I'm going to do it anyway, but I ain't going to like it. But, and, I was told by a very reliable source that she's already bought like $8 million worth of property, right? They ain't even married yet. She bought like $8 million worth of property, so ching, right? Yeah, he 50 plus years older. Well, Thad said he 50 plus. So check this out. So 75-24, right? For the sake of this conversation. He's 75, she's 24. So just keep this in mind. When Bill Belichick was 51 years old, this girl was just being born. All right. So right? Oh my God. Like, what? Oh man, like you already, this is your great grandchild. You know what I'm saying? This is your great grandchild. You're 51, man. What are we doing? But I guess Bill feel like he on his way out. I got all this money, screw it. I'm gonna go out right. Give me some young and fine. Give me some pills and Brad, take this thing on down the road to the sunset. I guess, man, but I'm just saying, it's just, first Travis Hunter and now this. It seems like all these guys got something in common. Like, we trying to, it's a trap, don't do it. Like, Travis Hunter, Shannon Sharpe, Bill Belichick, we all see it coming, right? It's a trap. They all three of them about to get taken back, about to get to the bank, all three of them. We all see it coming. Poor Travis, though. Travis started all of this. Everything's been weird, man, since Travis Hunter and Lil Mama. I promise, bro. Like, it just get weirder and weirder. But anyway. All right, Thad. This your part of the show right here. This damn gorilla. This damn gorilla, man. So, I don't know who started. I don't know who. You said catch her. Meow. So I don't know who started the conversation about NFL guy, young blood hunters. Leave that alone, man. Like well, all right. Let me rewind to Shannon Sharp. All right, so was it me or was the term baby gravy a little like that whole situation, bro? Like, like she was saying baby gravy and put a big black baby. Like you didn't see the play, bro. You didn't see. Leave that alone. But anyway, all right, this damn gorilla, man. This damn gorilla. All right, so 100 grown men, right? So when we say 100 grown, I'm saying top physical guy. Like the dude that be running real fast by the truck with the dogs, 100 of him, right? We got, just for the sake of this conversation, we got 100 of him, right? Against this one silverback. So I'm finna ask Gemini right now. Gemini. Hey, Gemini. Okay, Google. One of y'all come up. How big does a silverback gorilla get?
On the website Barunga.org, they say a typical silverback weighs 430 pounds and
Four-
stands 5 feet tall. Silverbacks are incredibly strong and can lift
430 pounds, 5 to 6 feet tall. 430 pounds, 5 to 6 feet tall, right? And with a grip force, we'll get to the grip force later. All right, so just let's say for the sake of 6'2", 400, right? Huge. Huge, really big, really big. About strongest 10 men, right? About the strongest 10 men. So let's say the average man can bench press. That guy that's running real fast, let's say he bench presses 300, 315. He works out with 315. So that gorilla's 10 times stronger than him. So that gorilla can work out with 3,100 pounds. He can bench press 3,100 pounds 10 times, right? So let's just give you an idea how strong this gorilla is. All right, so at 6'2", 400 pounds, and can lift 3,000 pounds 10 times, right? So that's what we up against. So I'm gonna tell you how this gonna work out. No weapons is bare knuckles, right? 100 grown men, the super dude running by the truck, 100 of him, right? So you gonna need, for this to work, you gonna need about, I ain't gonna say to work, to have a shot. You gonna need about 70, because everybody ain't gonna walk away. Let's just keep it a buck. I told you how strong you was. Everybody not gonna walk away from this. Right? So you need about a good 50. When I first thought about it, I said you need about 20 to 30 crash outs, right? They just know that they ain't gonna see tomorrow. They ain't got no plans to do nothing else, right? But nah, dude. Nah. You gonna need about 50 to 70 crash outs just on the suicide mission, right? All right, so let's get into the grip force. Grip force of 1,200 PSI. Grip force, one hand, 1,200 PSI. That's enough to crush a human skull with ease. I'm talking about with ease. Like that, right? Pop, game over. Go see that kid? Pop. You think that gorilla can't do that 100 times? Yes, he can do that. He can get 50 times each arm. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's light work. So this is the conclusion. So you got just the first 10, 20 dudes, pop, right? People gonna start running after a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna start running after. There ain't no way in hell. It's gonna be 100 dudes relieved of their earthly duties immediately. they will be permanently retired. Can you dig it? Not gonna happen. And notice I said y'all, because I don't want none of that. I'm good. Nope. Absolutely not. That gorilla can do that 100 times. 50 times each arm. Oh yeah, it's like work. He'll pop 100 heads and go eat some grass. Light work. Light work. Yeah, I don't think we got a shot. What they said, 4th of July fireworks. You know, there's a lot of bone snapping, Somebody gonna get grabbed and just get doom. He gonna be a oppressor, right? Ain't nobody sticking around for that, bro. Like they go, the cat's gonna start dipping, cause first dude I see get his head pop, I'm gone. I'm out of there. Time to go. I don't even think I want to fight no more. Like, said this a great time to go home. It's a great time to go home. You hear me? Like, get up out of here. But what they say, hell no, I don't want none of it. I'm fine. I'm okay over here where I'm at. I don't want none of it. All right, so as you guys know, the schedule just got released last week, and the football gods have heard my prayers. They heard my prayers. I was Philly. As soon as y'all won the Super Bowl, I came in hot. I want to be the first one to smoke you in your front yard while they hanging them banners. That's what I told you. Soon as you won the Super Bowl last year, I want to come to Philly that Thursday before the season. Yeah, I want my boys to show up there. That's the game I wanted. I want to show up there. I want y'all to get them two little lollipop rings you got. Hang them 2 little weak banners up there. You understand? And we come in there and commence to smoking you. That's what I want. Ass whooping. Grade A. That's what I want. That's what I want, man. Philly, let me clear the air. Let me clear the air with y'all, man. Y'all listen to ESPN and these other paid Cowboy haters. Like a lot of these dudes that's on ESPN, they love the Cowboys. They just pay them to play Cowboy haters on TV. Keep listening to them if you want. We don't give a damn about y'all hanging no Super Bowl banner up when we come there. We don't care nothing about that. I can care less. I won my second Super Bowl in the 70s, bro. You understand? Why would I be jealous of somebody getting their second ring when I'm looking at number 6? You understand? Like we're not the same in no shape, form, or fashion, right? And we talking about everybody talking about the 30-year drought the Cowboys on. It took Philly 60 years to win one. What are we talking? And now we talking like, man, y'all don't get y'all life in order. We don't care nothing about no 2 Super Bowl banners, man. That's nothing to us. We been there, done that, got a T-shirt. You understand? What we want is that smoke. We want that smoke. I asked for it. Jerry Jones asked for it. And for what I'm hearing, Randy Dakota Prescott asked for it too. So seems like September 4th gonna be very interesting. Can you dig it? Hey, very interesting. But I can't wait though. I said, thank you, sweet baby Jesus, when I saw that. Sure did. I sure did. All right, so there's some other games on the schedule that I'm interested in. So you got Philly and the Rams week 3. I'm not sure what that game is. Let me pull the schedule up. So, and the reason I said I'm interested in that game because I honestly feel like if it wasn't snowing in that playoff game, I think the Rams would have got Philly, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. That rookie pass rusher that the Rams had just had his way. He had his way with that O-line. And Philly's O-line was damn good last year. I'm not gonna take that from him. The O-line was damn good last year, but we all saw, I think his last name Curse or whatever. We all saw how he was. It's in Philly. So we all saw, you know, we saw that Philly. Like old boy was walking through O-line. You know what I'm saying? Right? So and I honestly feel like he said like they some yeah, I know, right? So you know, I want to see if old boy can do that again. And Philly, y'all really lost some key starters. Y'all lost some key pieces off the O-line. So it's not gonna be as good as it was last year. And you know, y'all was Super Bowl champion good last year and couldn't touch him, right? So yeah, I want to see if old boy can repeat their performance. You know what I'm saying? And also Ravens and the Chiefs. I'm gonna have a close eye on the Chiefs O-line because there is a possibility that the Philadelphia Eagles expose Kansas City O-line in that Super Bowl. Like, it got bad. It got bad. It got to the point where the Philly D-line was just straight bull rushing, bro. Like, they're just straight bull rushing. Yeah, my boy Nico here, man. It's 49 Central, ain't it? How these 49ers in here? So said friends, I got 2 Niners in here. What's y'all prediction for y'all record, man? What y'all think y'all going? And what y'all think about Brock Purdy? I'm happy y'all in here. I'm gonna put this out here and I'm gonna keep on going down the schedule. So yeah, I'm gonna put that out there, man. I wish I had a pen. I can remember. I slick want to put it. Well, I put it out here now, then I'll talk about it later. Screw it, because it needs to be brought up. So, what y'all think about Brock Purdy in the $53.5 million a year? Y'all cool with it? Y'all not cool with it? You know, how y'all feel about that? Let me know how y'all feel about that. But and I think it's funny. And I gotta call Dak out, bro. So Dak was the same person that said, "Hey, I don't play this game for the money. Money, I don't care about money." Right? That's what Dak said. I don't care about money. And turn around and ask for a $60 million contract. What? Meanwhile, this kid done been to a Super Bowl, right? I'm cool with 53.5. Give me some help. Wow. Really? So, and when people like me, because I feel like $60 million is too much to pay anybody. Yes, Patrick Mahomes too. I think $60 million on one player is entirely too much, including Patrick Mahomes. Right? So, if I think Patrick Mahomes, if $60 million is too much, it's just simply because there is a salary cap and there's too much of your cap space. So, if the salary cap were higher, sure. You know what I'm saying? But due to the salary cap, that's a large chunk out your salary cap. So, I think that's too much to give one player, right? And let's just keep it a buck. Dak hadn't really set the world on fire in the playoffs, not consistently. He's had a game. He's had a couple games where he's played well in the playoffs, but vast majority of his games has been no-shows. And I'm not saying all of the teams that Dak Prescott has taken into the playoffs have been Super Bowl worthy, but I think he has taken a couple. Those 3 consecutive years of 12 wins, at least for the sake of fairness, at least one of those teams were a Super Bowl caliber team. I think 2 were, but for the sake of I don't want to feel like, you know, people get sensitive about Dak. So I don't want to, put it set the narrative that I'm piling on them. I think 2 of them were Super Bowl caliber worthy teams, but we'll just say for the sake of this conversation, 1 were. 1 was, right? And we didn't get nowhere close. Because the quarterback didn't show up, right? So, and whatever excuse you want to give him, give it to him. But at the end of the day, he didn't show up, and we had the team to do it. So to ask for, so to demand a $60 million contract, to me, was out of pocket. Especially after seeing Purdy taking 53.5. Right? And after getting to a Super Bowl. So he understood, hey, I need pieces around me. Don't give me all that damn money. Take some of that money and give me some help so we can get back to the Super Bowl. All right, so, and especially when you see Osa and Diggs take a pay cut, and I think Osa is going to mess around and have an all-pro year. I'm getting ahead of the show. Let's get back to the schedule. All right, so Ravens, Chiefs. I think that one in Kansas City. That's week 4. I think that's in Kansas City. Let me see. Ravens, Chiefs. Yep, that's in Kansas City. So the thing with the Ravens, like, this is what I don't understand about the Ravens. Like, so they run the ball down everyone's throat, and then they get to Kansas City and just refuse to run the ball. Like, what? Like, y'all rushing for 200 on everybody, and then you get to Kansas City, and for some reason you don't want to run the ball on Kansas City. So are they gonna do that again, or are they finally gonna run the ball on Kansas City and go ahead and beat them? They said we got an easy schedule on deck. We should be able to make a decent run. Now with that said, they brought in a kicker. Y'all did sign a kicker. Yep. Yeah, y'all schedule is fairly soft, unlike our Oscars. They stacked us up. So I don't know, what the Ravens gonna do. I like the Mike Green pick. Y'all know I was high on Mike Green. So I think the Ravens will be solid, but like, how they gonna run the ball? Just go ahead and run the ball on the Chiefs and roll them. Like, yeah, they should have been beat the Chiefs if you ask me. So week 6, Browns Steelers. Let me see what this game. For obvious reasons. In Pittsburgh, Brown versus Steelers in Pittsburgh. I am so hoping Shadur Sanders wins the starting job, right? I hope he wins the starting job so he can light Pittsburgh up in Pittsburgh. And they said Shadur has been looking really good. Really good in camp and all that. Man, I skipped Shadur in the topics, didn't it, man? I went straight to the gorilla, didn't it? All right, so yeah, Shadur. Let me get to Shadur, and I got another game. Then let me slide on out here. So Shadur Sanders. So let me start this out by saying there's no way in the hell Shadur Sanders should have got drafted in the 5th round. I'm talking about just based off pure talent alone, right? There's no way Shadur Sanders should have got drafted in the 5th round. Now, coming into the draft, we was hearing he's real cocky, he's put off his yada yada, saying like they didn't really like his attitude. So, but when I saw him in the press conferences, he didn't sound cocky and he sounded like a kid who was confident in what he put on film, as he should be. Got my play cousin K Boogie in here. What did he do, cuzzo? So, as he should have been, because he put some damn good stuff on film. Not only did he turn around Jackson State, he turned around Colorado, right? So he should be confident in what he put on film, right? So I was like, man, he's confident. His dad was the same way. They just, his confidence is rubbing him the wrong way, right? And then they say he had talked to someone. I forgot which team it was. Whoever had the 5th pick. And he told him, ain't no way I'd be there. Ain't no way I'd be there at 5. Because he knew he was going top 5, right? The Giants, from what I hear, the Giants were sold on him. Now, if Abdul Carter falls to them at 3, would they still? Probably not. Because if you tell me Shadur Sanders or Abdul Carter, I'm taking Abdul Carter. Please believe that. You understand? So I think the Giants were sold on him. From what I heard, the Giants were sold on him pre-draft, but they called him in for an install meeting, totally unprepared for the meeting. Right? So I'm sorry if that's true. If that is true, then Shadur is just as much at fault for the slide as the owners. Now, do I think there was some collusion? Absolutely. I think there was some collusion. I think, and that explains Cleveland taking Dylan Gabriel and then coming back and taking him, right? So I think they got a call. Hey, y'all better not draft him. The owners got together. You better not draft him before the 5th round. Some, and there are rumors and reports that some owners said take him off the board completely. We're not gonna take him. We're not gonna take him off the board completely. So, but I think there was a line drawn in the sand. Don't draft him before the 5th round. Make sure he get a little bitty contract. We're not gonna put a lot of money in his pocket. Because he got that nice big NIL deal in college. So we're gonna make sure he don't get another big contract coming in here. We think the money has made him a little cocky. We need to humble him. So I absolutely positively think that went on. But I think that was brought about because you were unprepared for the install. Right? There's at the end of the day, there's a job interview. And you can be cocky and brash all day. But at the end of the day, you have to be a professional. There are 32 NFL teams. 32 of the quarterbacks are cocky. You understand? Every starting QB in this league is cocky and self-centered and all of the above. But another thing that they are is professional. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these X's and O's, they on point. And that buys them the right to be cocky, and they'll put up with the attitude if you can be a professional. Right? Especially at that position where they're asking you to be the face of $1 billion corporation. That's basically what you the spokesperson at QB. You the spokesperson for $1 billion corporation. So if nothing else, you need to be professional. So, and like I said, if that's true, that he came to a pre-draft meeting with the number 3 overall pick, unprepared for an install package, that's a red flag, bro. Like, you gonna slide. You gonna slide. Right? And like I said, they'll put up with a lot, but one thing they won't put up with, especially from the QB, is not being professional. Like, you need to show us you got these X's and O's down pat, bro. At that, especially at that position. You know what I'm saying? So I think he hurt himself and brought that about. Yeah. K Boog said the owners wanted to humble. It's clear that they wanted to humble him. Now I don't think they wanted to humble Prime. I think well, you know, you might be right. Cause Prime was a little mouthy too. Talking about if he don't like where you going, he gonna step in. But hell, Arch Manning did it. Archie Manning did it, right? So why can't he do it? I'm just saying. So one thing you ain't gonna do, my boy Thad said, one thing you ain't gonna do, and that's go against the NFL. Yep. Actually, league that's trying to start over. Yeah. Yeah, you ought to face commercials, all that. Like, you the spokesperson. So that comes with a that comes with a certain responsibility, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ah, shoot. Hey, so if you watching this in your favorite sports group, I will. His last name ain't Manning, Boog. So if you watching this in your favorite sports group, man, I will advise you to come to this page and post your comment that way I can see it. Because if you comment in the sports group, I'm going to have to go to this sports group to see your comment. So please do me a favor and come to this page and comment on the video, please, so I can see your comment. Cool. I'm trying to go through my notifications, see if I missed anything. All right, cool. All right, so Lions Cowboys, week 14. I want to say it's in Dallas. It may be in Detroit. Let me see. Week 14. All right, so in the Detroit Lions, man, really embarrassed us last year. They did, bro. Like, we in Detroit this time. Beat the brakes and rotors and tires off us. Smoked us, right? So, I wanna see if we're gonna get some get back in Detroit. Yeah, and I want to see what we stack up. Because I think Detroit gonna be pretty good. Dude, they may take a step back with Ben Johnson. Oh, my God, I forgot Chicago got Ben Johnson as the head coach with them weapons. Woo, man, Chicago gonna be a problem. So Detroit gonna take a step back though, but I still think they're gonna be pretty good. They still gonna be bonehead. They probably make a bonehead decision. Go for it on 4th down and field goal range, lose close. I hope that's what happens because I'm gonna have a ball with that one. All right, man. So I'm gonna do my state of the Cowboys. I got some stuff to get off my chest about this team. I got something to say to you haters out there, man. I'm going to get on out the way. Can you dig it? All right, so state of the Cowboys. George Pickens. Let's start at George Pickens. And what I think about the trade. I like the trade, right? So a lot of the Cowboys fans were complaining about the first round pick. Now, I did like Matthew Golden out of Texas. I did. And I really was on the fence between him and T-Mac. I slick was leaning towards Matthew Golden. So if anybody, I feel like Matthew Golden was more NFL ready than T-Mac. Because when he said he don't even watch football, don't watch film, that was a huge red flag to me. But looking at Matthew Golden, he looks like he was more NFL ready than T-Mac. So I was kind of leaning towards Matthew Golden. And he was on the board. Right? He was on the board, and we took an O lineman. So I wanted Matthew Golden. They took an O lineman, so I totally disagreed with the pick. But when I went and looked at it, I said, well, damn, man, we did just lose Zach Martin. This kid's pretty damn good. I ain't allowed a sack in over 900 snaps. Pretty damn good. We can use that up front. So, yeah, especially, Schottenheimer is, again, all these moves Schottenheimer making, screaming, we going to run the ball. And I'm going to get to Schottenheimer. I'm going to get him. Stay on picking. But, I was like, all right, cool. Good old lineman. Alabama old lineman. You can't mess with that. We need help up front. We need to get better up front. We need to, because, in my opinion, that's why San Fran was sending us home in the playoffs, because we was a little soft up front. So, getting physical up front, I'm for that every day, all day, on either side of the ball. So, I didn't like it, but I understood. So, we went through the draft, no receiver. All right, cool. You still got Amari Cooper. There's some guys out there, Keenan Allen. Still can sign receiver. So, I was cool with the draft. I think they did damn good in the draft. I like everything they did. They really rebuilt I'm getting ahead of the show. All right, George Pickens. So, when they made the trade for George Pickens, I said, oh, my God. Oh, my God. So, you're going to put him on the side of CD Lamb? And, again, all the moves that are being made screams run the ball, run first. So, if they are running the ball effectively, you are going to have to bring a safety down. We're just going to all but guarantee man coverage on the back end, and you're going to have to leave one of these dudes on one-on-one coverage. Oh, my. And CD Lamb going to be like, where's Waldo? We can put him anywhere. Slot, outside. Where's Waldo? Backfield? We want to, right? Good luck finding CD Lamb now. Because if you can leave George Pickens one-on-one out there if you want to, you can roll the dice with that if you feel like it. See how it work out. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. If we run the ball, right? And I know it's a lot of haters out there hoping that he crash out and throw temper tantrums if he don't get the ball, right? Let me explain something to y'all. I see you, boo. I'm finna get to you. Let me explain this to him. Let me explain this to y'all. George Pickens is 24 years old on the last year of his rookie contract. When he got traded to Dallas, he said, I don't even want to talk about a contract. Just let me play this out. Music to my ears. And I'm going to tell you why it's music to my ears. He has an attitude of prove them wrong. You are about to get a dialed in, pissed off, motivated George Pickens. Right? Oh my. Oh my. That's what we about to get, bro. A pissed off, motivated George Pickens. Right? So we're gonna get that. And oh my God. Trying to close this out. But anywho. So we're gonna get that on a rookie contract. And he's gonna be motivated to show everybody. I honestly think that $30 million, there we go. That $30 million, I got you, boo. That $30 million that DK Metcalf got, he feel like it's supposed to be his, right? So he's on a mission to show everybody that should have been his money. He deserves a $30 million a year contract, if not 30, close to it. So he's looking to prove a point. And he want to prove it with that star on the side of his helmet. Let's get it. Right? So, and like I said, my concern was he on the last year of a rookie contract. He wants a big contract. What are we going to do if we can't pay him? Right? What are we going to do if we can't afford him? We're going to just let him walk and not get nothing? Ha-ha! So, if George Pickens plays a certain amount of snaps, George Pickens is a starter, and he leaves in free agency, guess what the Cowboys get? Boys and girls? A compensatory pick. They can be as high as a 3. Ain't that something? So you mean to tell me the third round that they gave Pittsburgh to get him, they can possibly get that back in a compensatory pick if he walks. So what do the Cowboys lose? Nothing. Nothing. They just get a pissed off George Pickens for 1 year with an opportunity to sign him back. Right? I'm with it. I'm with it. So this makes the trade brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold on. I'm getting this comment section. See what y'all got, man. All right, so yeah, Philly gonna take a step back, man. Philly lost a lot of key pieces. You know, they lost some key pieces. I think Philly gonna take a step back, especially on that O-line. I think the Mekhi Becton loss gonna be huge for them. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm finna talk about Schottenheimer in a minute. Golden was a second round pick of T, ran that 4.29. Yep. Isaiah Bond. Man. So if we can, what's going on with Bond? So we trying to see is the legal issues with Bond is what's keeping him, or has he signed? I think everybody's scared to touch him. Bond is nice though. Booker is a mauler. Yeah, Booker a dog, man. When I went and looked at his film, I said, oh, okay. I understand now. I think, and that's the thing. I see you say Mingo gonna cook Boog. Mingo, I think a lot of people forgot about Mingo because at the end of the year we didn't really have a quarterback because Cooper Rush was Georgia Peaches, and I'm gonna let you figure out what I mean by that. But but he really didn't have a quarterback to throw to him, man. And I think Mingo has a shot to really be lights out. If Mingo is lights out with what we already got, I think Tolbert is going to be Tolbert. Tolbert is a very solid receiver. But if he can step in and push Tolbert down to 4, dude, we going to have weapons of mass destruction. Can you dig it? Like, for real. For real. So, and it's going to be a problem if we commit to running the ball for real. Either going to be a hero or zero. Practice is going to be fun, and very competitive. Yeah, and all right, let's get into it. We'll get a comp pick. We'll get a compensatory pick if you leave. So we really, I think we'll be all right. So, this comment, K Boog, practice is going to be fun, and very competitive. Wide receiver and CB. Running back as well, because you got to keep in mind you got Blue and Phil Maffa, with Williams and Miles Sanders. So you got 4 backs, 2 speed guys, 2 hammer guys, right? So that competition gonna be and Schottenheimer, right? So let's get into Schottenheimer. So when we first hired Schottenheimer, a lot of Cowboy fans were pissed because he wasn't the big name. He wasn't the sexy move that all the idiots on ESPN be so desperately. Look, let me tell you something. The people on ESPN really want us to crash out, bro. Stop listening to them. Stop. They are paid to push the narrative. Half of them not football people. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Stop listening. Quit taking the cheese. Stop. Right? So, and especially that hater Stephen A. Smith. They got the coach nobody wanted. Schottenheimer has turned down head coaching jobs. They've been wanting him. They've been offering him head coaching jobs. He's turned them down so long they don't even offer him to him no more. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, well, he don't want it. After so many times of telling everybody no and doing what you've been doing, I'm cool being an assistant, I'm cool doing. Okay, this is what he want to do. He don't want to be a head coach. They're gonna stop offering you the position, right? So. But it's real hard to turn down the Dallas Cowboys. It really is. It's real hard to turn down the Dallas Cowboys. So you have to. That's what I'm saying. Mafia Hammer. He a hammer. They big old cat. We just need a 1 tech. So what you think about the cat from UCLA? Big J2. I can't pronounce his last name. Samoan cat. Start with a T. From UCLA. About 340. Big old guy. So what you think about him at 1 tick? But because he looked like a run stuffer to me. But Schottenheimer has brought in a lot of young, good players. Wide receiver, running back, DN. Dude, we can go. I can count 6, 7 pass rushers on this front right now. You know what I'm saying? So he's breeding competition. Those days of where you make 20 million, you playing even though you half-ass show up. I ain't gonna call them names, but I think y'all can pretty much figure out what I'm talking about. We paying you $20 million to stop the run, but you half-ass show up, you know. But we paying you all this money, you're a high-round draft pick, so we're going to keep you on the field, even though the young cat behind you just as good, if not better. I think them days over with. So Schottenheimer got a bunch of young, hungry cats. A lot of these spots up for grabs. May the best man win. He is breeding competition. Like if he had a press conference today, he was talking about George Pickens, and he was saying how he was had a free throw contest with George Pickens, and he was stating, "Hey, I beat him the last time." You know, I just want to let that. So you can tell he's breeding competition. He's breeding competitiveness into these players, and there are reports from inside the building that the building seems totally different. It seems like a whole nother building. Like this ain't the same building. Like the way he's running the team and the energy that him and the coaching staff has brought into the building has totally transformed the building. Right? So, and that's what I told y'all when I said, dude, chill out, see what this hire looked like. He was the only dude to get a hire get an interview, and the interview lasted 4 hours. 4 hours. I ain't never in my life had an interview last 4 hours where we just talking. You know what I'm saying? It's normally a video. I got to watch something. But just 4 hours of us just I said, nah, man, that dude had to be highly impressive in that interview for it to go 4 hours long, and that was the only interview that front office held. Right, so give him a shot, right? That's what I said when the hire was first announced, and he's rebuilt the defense. This defense is gonna look totally different. He's rebuilt the defense. He's totally rebuilt the defense. Right, and the O-line is not all the way rebuilt, but the O-line is changing as well. So, and you see the edge guys, right? And when I say edge, I mean like attitude guys, like Pickens and the guy, the third round pick, like they dogs. He's getting physical. First round pick Tyler Booker, a dog. He said he gets happy when he see a dude quit. He want to make you quit. He said he want to make you quit. That's what make him happy. That's what he get out of bed for. He want to make another grown man give up. What? What? All right, but that's what we need because we've been soft. We've been soft, and I've been saying we've been soft as cotton, and we need some edge, man. My boy Thad said he a house. Yeah, so Thad, you a UCLA fan, so you watched them. ESPN has East Bias versus the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys are a Southern team that plays in the NFCs. The Texans they're playing the South. Rookie DTs usually struggle though. Yeah, they do. Unless you know Jalen Carter or something. But Big Mike had man, and you can tell that what Mike McCarthy was doing, it was good but not good enough. And so that's what I got from like the reports of Schottenheimer, like the difference between Schottenheimer and McCarthy. You can tell because clearly what Mike McCarthy doing was good because that's the best I've ever seen Dak Prescott look under Mike McCarthy, right? So you can tell Mike was doing some good stuff, but we just couldn't get over the hump, right? It wasn't quite good enough. But you can tell what Schottenheimer doing is totally different, and he's on a whole nother level. Like, when he built his coaching staff, he wasn't grabbing his buddy, Mike Nolan, who nobody wanted. Remember when Mike McCarthy brought Mike Nolan in, and the defense was a revolving door, giving up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, man, wow, who the hell hired this guy? Mike McCarthy. So Schottenheimer didn't get any of his friends. He hired good young coaches. He had a vision for this team, and this is what I like about Schottenheimer. He had a vision for the team, and he went and got the best guys that he felt like could help that vision come into fruition. You can tell he has a plan and he has a direction he wants to take this team to. That is something that we have desperately needed in 30 years. We hadn't had that since Jimmy Johnson. Well, since Parcells, I'm gonna say that. Since Parcells, but Jerry screwed the Parcells situation up. But we hadn't had that type of coaching, right? I got a vision for this team. This is the identity that I want this team to have. This is what we're gonna do to get there. We hadn't had that. We haven't. We hadn't had that, man. So the Schottenheimer hire looks awesome to me right now. And another thing, this dude, Daddy, is a Hall of Fame coach, so he's literally been around NFL coaching all of his adult life. Right? So why would you be mad at him getting a shot when he's been coaching forever? You've seen him. When he turned Geno Smith around, that was it for me. I was sold. I said, yeah, okay, he all right. Because we was ready to write Geno off. But Bull says, Sean Richards is going to start at right tackle. Man, somebody need to start. Anybody but Terrence Steele. DJ Reader, please and thank you. Woo! DJ Reader out there, Bull? Mobile Cass said, King, you definitely right. ESPN buys in Connecticut is definitely easy. Yeah, it is. It is. That's the way it's supposed to be. Friends are cool, but if you can't get the job done, you can't, man, because what you ain't finna do is mess my money up. That's what you ain't finna do. Okay, how cool he is. What you ain't finna do is get my contract burnt up and tore up. You can go. You can get the hell up out of here. All right, so Cowboy haters, man. I'm finna talk to you Cowboy haters. And I'm going to get on out of here because I got to go pick my daughter up from ballet. And the producer finna kick me out because I'm running out of time anyway. So, all right. So, this is what look. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I understand. I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. I'm not one of the Cowboys fans that say, "Hey, man, we going to the Super Bowl." I'm not the Super Bowl every year Cowboys fan. I'm not. But I say that to say this. I understand that in recent history, our postseason performances, we've been butt cheeks in the postseason. All right, let's just go ahead and call a spade a spade. I understand that. But the level of disrespect that's coming, like I said, I feel a lot of heat coming off that couch. You understand? So the level of disrespect from you haters coming into this, it's just at all time high. It really is. So I don't know if y'all got beside yourself because I really think this is where it started. When Washington and Philly ended up in the NFC Championship game, y'all really got beside yourself. And the first team name to come up was the Cowboys. Like they ain't lose their starting QB who spanked both of them teams on the regular. And if you think I'm lying, you got to do him and check his numbers. What is record against the NFCs? I bet it's a winning record by far. Damn near dominating. You understand? So the call us out like we didn't lose our starting QB. And on top of that, to totally ignore the fact that we went up to Washington, one of the teams that was in the NFC Championship game, with bag-ups and beat them in their front yard with the second string team. You understand? With the second string team, with the B team, we went up there and beat them in their front yard. But to sit up here and act like they just light years in front of us, really? This what we doing? Like Schottenheimer did just rebuild his defensive front. The Cowboys had one of the best drafts in the league. From a talent standpoint, they had one of the best drafts in the league. And then especially with this pick and trade, that made the draft damn near brilliant. Because you totally transform your team up front. Now you got a second number one receiver to put next to your all-pro number one receiver. So we acting like the Cowboys ain't strapped up. That's how we acting, right? Dude. Tell you haters something. And you see, and I wore this shirt for a reason. And this the problem. This why y'all mad. This why y'all mad. This who y'all want to be. But your feet ain't big enough to fill these shoes, bro. They not. They not. If they were, they'd be talking about you every day on Sports Center. All I'm saying is this, man. All I'm saying is this. Put some respect on our name, bro. Don't be talking about us like we the Cleveland Browns or, cause we far from that. We far from that. You know, if you wanna, you know, we ain't won nothing in 30 years, but you look at the regular season wins, we one of the top winning teams. But I go back 5 to 7 years. We one of the winningest teams in the regular season last 5 to 7 years. Right up there with the Chiefs. Yep. Cowboys win games, bro. But we won't act like, you know, we won't act like we the Browns. We were picking top 5 this year. You man, stop. Cut it out. Cut it out. And y'all keep on listening to Bosch Scott and all these other jabronis talking about the Cowboys soft and they Hollywood. Just, you know, just real disrespectful. Thinking we gonna feel some type of way because Philly hanging a second. We don't care nothing about a second banner, dude. We won our second Super Bowl in the 70s. They wearing afros and platform shoes. We won our second Super Bowl, man. We been dead there a long time ago. What we jealous of that for? You know what I'm saying? We're trying to put one on the other hand, man. Cut it out. Like, put some respect on our name, bro. Put some respect on our name. But what they say, y'all got some talent, we just need to put it together. And that's my thing. Like, to act like we don't have no pieces, right? We won't be a threat. And shout out to A.J. Brown, man. Shout out to A.J. Brown. Dak is going to murder the NFC East. What? Bug, I'm gonna tell you like this: if we commit to running the ball, bro, and I'm gonna say that every team that Schottenheimer has coached, like offensively, has been physical up front, and they ran the ball. Everyone. So, so if the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott and these receivers are physical up front and can run the ball, y'all in trouble. You heard it here first. Y'all in trouble. And the other hater, Colin Cowherd, another paid Cowboy hater. He got a clip with basically he did the numbers on Dak Prescott. He said when Dak Prescott get at least 30 attempts in the run game, his record is like 53-7. Right. So basically, when Dak has a strong run game, it's damn near impossible. Like, it's very hard to beat him when we run. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you got to, like I said earlier, you got to bring a safety down, and you playing man coverage. And with these receivers, good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that. Right. So, and you talking about Tolbert and Mingo, third and fourth receivers, dude. That's oh man. So I'm expecting this offense to be explosive. I just hope that we run the ball. If this team is running the ball and really commit to run the ball, all you haters out, boy, y'all gonna be quiet this year. But I ain't. I'm looking for all of you. I ate my humble pie last year. I took my medicine like a man when we were garbage. But the rabbit gonna have the gun this season, baby. Please believe that. And when we go into Philly and stomp them, I want y'all to stand on business. All you Philly fans talking about, oh man, Cowboys ain't no nothing. I want you to stand on business. I want you to be just like that when we stomp in your front yard and they hang the little Rudy Poo banner up in the Raptors. You understand? So for me, it's officially hate week for Philly, man. I want smoke. Can you dig it? All right, so I'll probably be back training camp, man. I'm gonna do a training camp show. We're gonna take a little spin around the league, see what's going on for training camp. My boy Thad said, Jabronis, come on, you can't be the Rock. Yeah, man, the people's champ, Thad. My boy Bull said, yes, sir, we just have to become mentally tough in the playoffs. I just if we physical up front, Bull, and that's another reason why I want to Philly, right? So if we can run the ball down Philly throat week 1, everybody don't notice. Because they got Jalen Carter in their front seven, right? And you can say what you want about Philly. Jalen Carter, a grown man. Right? So if we can run the ball on the front with Jalen Carter on it, I like my chances. We officially gonna be a problem. Officially. And I told you that if that got a run game, he a whole nother quarterback, bro. And if we can do that in the playoffs, if we can take a run game and a pass rush to the playoffs, sky's the limit. Anything can happen. Let's roll the dice, see what they come up with. You see what I'm saying? I'm with it. Anything can happen. So I like the direction they headed. You Cowboy haters, man, I want smoke, man, because y'all been real disrespectful. So I'm outside early. I want all the smoke starting now. All right, so like I said, we're gonna be back for training camp, and we'll take a spin around the league, see who getting dead in the camp, who's struggling in the camp. I give you my early predictions for, who I think will be standout players on certain teams and all that. May have something special in store. I'm trying to work on it. I don't want to, put it out there just yet, but I got something special I'm trying to work on for y'all for training camp. So follow the page. If you don't follow the page, Mr. Cowboy Nation, Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. IG, I think it's _ Mr. Cowboy Nation. Whatever. then TikTok, Mr. Cowboy Nation. So, like I said, I keep y'all in the loop about the training camp episode, but y'all will be hearing from me because I do random videos in my car. Alright, so y'all stay in touch with the page, man. Until then, Mr. Cowboy Nation is challenging you not to be good, but to be great.